Fiscal consolidation cannot be effected only by cutting expenditure. Wherever possible, revenues must also be augmented. When I
हम
need to
केवल
raise resources,
अपना खर्च घटा करके ही अपना बजट सही नहीं कर सकते। हमें आवश्यकता इस बात की है कि खर्च घटाने के साथ साथ हम अपनी आय को भी बढ़ाएं।
in the whole country who admitted to a taxable income exceeding rupees 1 crore per year. I propose to impose
1 करोड़ से अधिक किसकी आय है, ऐसा स्वीकार करने वालों की संख्या बहुत ही छोटी थी।
This will apply to individuals, HUFs, firms and entities with similar tax status. I also propose to increase the surcharge from 5% to 10% on domestic companies whose taxable income exceeds rupees 10 crore per year. In the case of foreign companies who pay the higher rate of corporate tax of 40%, the surcharge will increase from 2% to 5%. In all other cases, such as dividend distribution tax or tax on distributed income, I propose to increase the current surcharge of 5% to 10%. But, Madam, I may add, the additional surcharges will be in force for only 1 year, that is financial year 2013. I believe there is a little bit of the
सरचार्ज की चर्चा वित्त मंत्री ने की, वो केवल 1 वर्ष तक लागू रहेगा।
Relatively prosperous to bear a small burden for 1 year, just 1 year, they will do so cheerfully. The education tax for all taxpayers shall continue at 3%. In Part A of my speech, I had referred to the tax benefit to the first home buyer who takes a loan for an amount not exceeding rupees 25 lakhs. I propose to allow such home buyers an additional deduction of interest of rupees 1 lakh to be claimed in assessment year 2014-15. If the limit is not exhausted, the balance may be claimed in assessment year 2015-16. This deduction will be over and above
25 लाख से अधिक की राशि घर बनाने के लिए ऋण ले रहे हैं, उन्हें जो ब्याज देना पड़ेगा, उसमें एक छोटी सी छूट की घोषणा भी वित्त मंत्री ने की है।
or certain ailments by increasing the permissible premium rate from 10% to 15% of the sum assured. This relaxation shall be available in respect of policies issued on and after 1/4/2013. Contributions made to the central government health scheme are eligible for deduction under Section 80 Capital D of the Income Tax Act. I propose to extend the same benefit to similar schemes of the central government and state governments. Donations made to the National Children's Fund will now be eligible for 100% deduction. No large economy can become truly developed without a robust manufacturing sector. Hence, as stated in Part A of my speech, I propose to provide an investment allowance.
दो बातें बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण अभी वित्त मंत्री ने कही। एक तो बच्चों के विकास के लिए जो निधि है, इसमें जो लोग पैसा देंगे, उनके तरफ कुछ छूट दी जाएगी। और दूसरा ये कि देश में उत्पादन बढ़ाने के लिए भी उन्होंने बढ़ावा दिया।
In order to encourage repatriation of funds from overseas companies, I propose to continue for 1 more year the concessional rate of tax of 15% on dividend received by an Indian company from its foreign subsidiary. Further, the Indian company shall not be liable to pay dividend distribution tax on the distribution to its shareholders of that portion of the income received from its foreign subsidiary. With a view to attract investment in long-term infrastructure bonds and foreign currency, the rate of tax on interest paid to non-resident investors was reduced last year from 20% to 5%. I propose to extend the same
बाहर से विदेशी मुद्रा में हम धन आकर्षित करने के लिए, ताकि वे हमारी फैक्ट्रीज में अन्य स्थानों में लगा सकें, जो छूट दी थी वो जारी रहेगी।
The securitization trust from income tax. Tax shall be levied only at the time of distribution of income by the securitization trust at the rate of 30% in the case of companies and at the rate of 25% in the case of an individual or HUF. No further tax will be levied on the income received by the investors from the securitization trust. Investor Protection Fund set up by a depository for the protection of interest of beneficial owners will be exempt from income tax. I propose to provide parity in taxation between an IDF mutual fund that distributes income and an IDF NBFC that pays interest when the payment is made to a non-resident. The rate of tax on such distributed income or interest will be 5%. Venture capital funds have been allowed pass-through status under the Income Tax Act. The relevant regulations of SEBI have been replaced by alternative investment fund regulations. Hence, I propose to extend, subject to certain conditions, pass-through status to Category 1 alternative investment funds registered with SEBI as venture capital funds. Angel investors who are recognized as Category 1 AIF venture capital funds will also get pass-through status. I propose to modify the Rajiv Gandhi Equity Savings Scheme, details which I had mentioned in Part A of my speech. Transactions on immovable properties are usually undervalued and underreported. One half of the transactions do not carry the PAN of the parties concerned. With a view to improving the reporting of such transactions,
वित्त मंत्री ने कहा कि जो अचल संपत्ति है, जब उसे बेचा या खरीदा जाता है, तो उसका सही जो मूल्य है, वो आकलन नहीं होता है.
However, agricultural land will be exempt. Some tax avoidance arrangements have come to notice, and I propose to plug the loopholes. Some unlisted companies have avoided dividend distribution tax by arrangements involving buyback of shares. I propose to levy a final withholding tax at the rate of 20% on profits distributed by unlisted companies to shareholders through buyback of shares.